Each of us have to make sure that we're investing in our own learning. But as a leader, you're also responsible for making sure that your team is being developed at the same time.
Believe you were born to win. It's your right to win. Claim it, frame it, 'cause you were.
Investing in your team's development is one of the highest ROI decisions that you could possibly make. One of the most important things, in my opinion, that you can do as a leader is to be very intentional about developing your team. In the world that we're living in now, where things are rapidly changing, especially because of artificial intelligence, each of us have to make sure that we're investing in our own learning. But as a leader, you're also responsible for making sure that your team is being developed at the same time. I'm a big fan of every quarter stepping back and thinking about the people that are reporting to you and ask yourself, does that person have exemplary organizational skills? Is that person a good people leader? Is that person actually an iconic people leader? Everybody wants to work for them. Is that person good at developing their own team? Does that person have outstanding presentation skills? Is that person persuasive? Are they creative? Are they innovative? You want to ask yourself these questions often because each of us have blind spots, and the leaders that are reporting to you, they might not be aware of their own deficits. Now, these deficits don't have to be huge deficits because at the end of the day, your job is to develop the team so that they maintain their competitiveness and their sharpness, frankly. So if you think somebody might need some help with respect to managing their team or being an inspirational leader or getting the highest productivity out of the people that are reporting to them, maybe you might want to suggest that there's a coach that can help them do just that. If someone is having challenges with respect to being persuasive within the organization, now you might want to suggest 3 things that they can do that will help them to improve on that. Maybe somebody is a great execution person, but at the end of the day, they're with respect to building relationships across the organization. So maybe you can spend some time developing that person in specifically in that area. But as a leader, we're all busy. We all have our own things that we're working on, and we all have different constituents. But I will tell you that making sure that your team is operating at the highest caliber level will be something that will directly benefit you in that leadership seat. We're working in an environment we're all running so fast. And it's easy to just continue to execute, 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 and not to spend the time developing yourself. As a public speaker, I spend a lot of time putting content out into the marketplace. I had to ask myself recently, when are you taking in content? When have you invested in yourself? I just went to an amazing conference a couple of weeks ago, and all I did was absorb. I listened, I participated a little bit verbally, but mainly I absorbed. I learned. I learned about 7 or 8 different topics, frankly, that are not in my everyday, but which I know will enhance who I am and how I show up and what I contribute from here forward. So your leaders may not be thinking in that way, but you should focus on getting them to think that way and invest in their development in any way that you can. The return on investment will be way above market. That's an investment that has a whole lot of alpha. Go get them.